Well, welcome back to Teaching Excellence with Teach Excel. Here I'm going to show you how to streamline the repetitive, annoying task of cleaning your data. We're going to go from this ugly, unusable data over here to this cleaned, beautiful data. And it'll take just a moment to make the transition from this to this once you watch this video and learn how to do it yourself. And there's really only 3 steps to this. Find some messy data, locate your favorite AI, and learn how to talk to that AI. And here we are going to use one single prompt to generate a working macro that will do everything that we want. You do not need to know how to use VBA for this tutorial. However, if you do want to learn how VBA and macros work so you can build your own, check out our full VBA course on teachexcel.com. I'll put a link to it below this video, and it's probably on sale, so check it out. Now let me show you how easy this is. It is beautiful. We make a prompt, and don't worry, I'm going to go over this towards the end of the tutorial. We go to ChatGPT. I suggest using the 4.0 model. Paste it in. Enter, and here is the complete version, the VBA macro that it created for us, ready to be copy pasted into Excel. So we copy that guy, we go over here, make sure we are only using test sample data in a brand new worksheet, in a brand new workbook just to test this out. Then we hit Alt F11 to go to the VBA window. This is the macro that we're going to paste in. I already have it in the workbook, but what you'll want to do is go to Insert, Module, and just paste that guy in like this. And look at all of this beautiful code broken up into sections. I'll show you how to do that. It's really, really cool. Now let's see it work. We have our working spreadsheet over here. Hit Alt F8. Clean and format sales data, the name of our macro. Click it, then click Run. And there you go. How beautiful is that? I made one prompt to ChatGPT and got a completely working macro. This will save you hours of time. But now the important thing isn't just that I showed you how to do this from my exact data set. It is time to show you how to do it for yourself. So we must go back to the prompt. Here is the full prompt, and I'm going to go over everything. And now you can pause the video and type it all out if you want to use what I've got here, or you can go to teachexcel.com and download this prompt from there. I'll put a link to the file below this video. It'll be in a web page for this tutorial, then you can download the file there. You will have to sign up to download it, but it's completely free. Now, this prompt here works for ChatGPT really well, and it's got 2 sections. The first section right here is basically where I say, hey, ChatGPT, this is what you are, this is what you do, this is your limitations, this is how you should do it, this is how you should operate, your instructions. And then below, this is what's going to be most interesting for you, for Excel. We tell it step by step what we want it to do. And when you download this prompt, depending on what you're going to be doing, you will only need to change these bullet points right here. So let me now go through the prompt and tell you how to work with it. Let's start at the top. You are an Excel VBA master. Yes, you are, ChatGPT. Let's tell it what it is, give it some context. You will create a macro for Excel using VBA. Tell it what it's going to do. Then we're going to give it some instructions. These instructions are really, really important. Remember when I went through the macro and I showed you that each section is broken up? Here we can see, number 1, remove all formatting. 2, remove all hyperlinks. 3, all objects. And the macro is set up in a way that if you took my full VBA course, you would know might not be exactly the best way to set it up. But it makes it really easy to troubleshoot problems when an AI has created the macro for you. And what we want here is to make your life easy, so you save a lot of time on repetitive tasks. And it was instruction number 1 that got ChatGPT to do that. For each action that you perform in the VBA macro, put that code in its own section and comment that code and explain what it does. That's maybe my favorite instruction when having ChatGPT build me a VBA macro from scratch, because it makes it so much easier to troubleshoot problems that will inevitably occur when you are doing this, especially when you have more complex steps down here. Next up, number 2, for each search that you perform, such as searching for a column name or cell value, make sure to search the entire worksheet for that value, unless otherwise specified. It is preferred to use the find method for a search. Now, number 2 came from trial and error. Next, one of my favorite instructions: in your response, return only the macro code. I don't want a little paragraph about how VBA is amazing. Just give me the code. Thank you. Then double check your code to ensure that it works without error. A very good little instruction. Now, when you are working, I don't want to say more professionally, but let's just say more intensively with ChatGPT and AI, where you give it instructions like this part of your prompt could be huge. I mean, 1,000 words plus. And the most important thing is really just to lay out all the parameters and give it structure. If it's easy on your eyes, bullet points, indentations, separate sections, then it's probably going to be easy for AI to understand. Sometimes people will even do something like this to separate sections. Well, Word, thank you, Word. Anyway, when you write this in a regular text editor, it's not going to change what you have like that. But the point is, separate your sections, make it clear, make it obvious what's going on, and AI will be happy. Next up, this is what you guys are really going to want to change when you download the prompt. All the steps. And these steps should be broken up into very small, easily digestible chunks. Essentially, everything that you would do to clean your own data step by step. First off, work on the currently visible worksheet. Do not forget to tell it where you want the macro to work. Next, remove all formatting, remove all links, remove all objects. 3 separate bullet points to make it harder for AI to mess it up. Then remove the first 4 columns, clear the cell that contains plus options, notice the quotation marks around it. Make it easy for ChatGPT to understand what you want to do. Remove any empty rows that appear above the cell that contains the value sale ID. Remove entire rows in the sale ID column that have the value 2, 4, and 6. Notice I have a little colon here. Easy for your eyes to understand, easy for AI to understand. Turn the remaining data into a table. Name the new table Sales Analysis. Why did I break it up 9 and 10? So it's easier for AI to understand. Format the table column date time as a date. Resize the column to fit the data. Add 2 new empty rows above the new table. Put Sales Analysis in cell A1 and format it in bold with a larger font size that looks good for a title. Now, when you do this, AI is going to guess, so your title could look different every single time. But in this case, I don't really care. The data is clean, so I can analyze it one-off and then go about my day. I don't have to send a beautiful report to anyone. So I don't care if it takes some liberties with the Sales Analysis title. That's really all there is to it. A section that lays out what it is, what it's going to be doing, any limitations for it, and then step by step broken up into very tiny pieces. But the sky is really the limit. And like I said, you do not need to know how to use VBA or macros in Excel. You can ask AI to help you with everything, as long as you structure your input correctly. Is there a way to use much less input and still get a pretty good result? And the answer is yes, there is. But you really need to know how to use VBA and macros. AI is not always going to do everything correctly for you. You could spend a few minutes on a prompt and then get 85% of the way there, maybe even 95%, but the remaining percent is impossible to fix unless you know VBA and macros. If you've taken my full course, you'll be able to fix the issues very quickly. You won't have to keep going back and forth with AI until it finally correctly diagnoses the issue and outputs the correct values. That can be a very tedious process. Then definitely check out our full Excel VBA course. Many of you have taken it, and many of you have given me such great feedback about how much time it has saved you in your work. And now that you can combine your knowledge with AI to help get the first version of the macro out there, you can use the skills that you learn in the course to update that macro to make it work even better. That's all for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get all of our future tutorials. And if you think this would be helpful to anyone, please share it with them. And let me know if you'd like more of this type of tutorial. I am really using AI quite a lot these days, and I think that it can really help all of you guys in your daily tasks with Excel. And for those of you who use SQL, oh my good golly, AI is amazing. Anyway, I gotta stay on topic. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great one, guys. Cheers.